So before we get started, I just want to share that I've actually watched Shue's content for the past 10 years now. I used to watch a lot of her and Chris Ray Gun back then, but she's used to be a dedicated Bernie bro. I was really happy when she also liked Tulsi Gabbard. Also, I was a big Tulsi Gabbard fan back then. So after realizing that, I would watch more of her content, and yeah, she's very interesting. I mean, very entertaining, and yeah, I'm also very happy I get to react to one of her, to her new video. I wanted to react to the Anthony Carmelo one last month, but I wasn't fully ready. The premieres not premiere debut as a VTuber yet, but I'm happy to catch this one while it's still fresh. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what's in this new video. And also, sorry, Shu, for having you pose in this awkward position. But yeah, let's just get right into it.
So the other day, I saw a tweet. I feel like all my videos start out like that. The other day, I saw a tweet that said, "Woke One was crazy." Attached to the infamous photo of Nancy Pelosi and a bunch of Democrat politicians kneeling in African costumes back in 2020 to honor George Floyd. What a fever dream. There were many similar posts from people talking about how crazy Woke One was, or Woke 1.0 as they call it. Leftists talking about what they did wrong during Woke 1.0, how they came off too strongly.
How did we get to the whole 1.0, 2.0 thing? Like, that's new to me.
With things like abolish the police and how they'll do things differently during Woke 2.0. Yeah. You'll get him next time, champ. And don't get me wrong, 2020 was crazy. At the time, I was a bit preoccupied trying my hardest to get Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah, see, this right here. I didn't think she was gonna bring up Tulsi Gabbard, but I'm so happy she brought her up here. But yeah, that's what made me very more interested in her. No, that's out of her content. Oh wait, actually, I still remember her earlier videos when she would talk about cosmopolitan magazines and stuff like that. She basically just talked about culture war stuff. So like, I think she's gonna talk more about that later in the video.
Elected. I don't want to talk about it. But yes, from what I remember, 2020 was crazy. But that was not Woke 1.0. Woke 1.0 started long ago. Long ago when being woke was called being an SJW. Back when Anita—
Yeah, SJW. I heard someone else mention SJR. Oh no, is it SJR? Which I never heard of that term. I always heard of SJW, but I need to look that other term up.
Sarkeesian was public enemy #1, and I identify as an attack helicopter, believe it or not, was a joke young people told, and not your 65-year-old uncle on Facebook. You see, Woke 1.0 was not George Floyd and COVID masks.
No, it's not.
No. This was Woke 1.0.
Learn what mansplaining is, and then stop doing it.
Oh god, I feel so old seeing that. Yeah, I think that video came out at 2016, like after Trump won the first election. Yeah, that's when the SJWs really, like, let the mask off and just show their true selves.
Hello and welcome to the ShoeOnHead channel. I am your host, ShoeOnHead. You may also know me on Reddit as every e-girl combined into one insufferable millennial woman with fetal alcohol syndrome, or perhaps just Asmongold on HRT. As I am filming this, it is the 12th anniversary of my first video on this channel. 12 years. 12 years a slave to the algorithm. So in this video, we are going to react to that video as well as a few other old videos of mine. We're gonna see how well or how terrible everything has aged, because let's be real, a lot of this shit aged like milk.
Oh god, wait, hold on, okay, I think I remember these thumbnails. Yeah, the male tears one, yep, I definitely remember this. Oh, years, oh my god. Now this one, I think this is like one of my first videos I've seen of her. Yeah, this, ooh. Holy shit, I remember that mask she had back then. This, definitely this. Oh my god, I remember all this.
Wait, why is the arrow pointing this way? What the We're going to talk about Woke 1.0, the ancient lore of me and my channel, how the Overton window has shifted so far since then, how stupid everything looks back then in comparison to things happening today. I feel like every morning we wake up and we are living through yet another historical event. The news moves so fast. There's pressure to react instantly, to pick a side, to condemn, to support.
But basically nothing's changed. You know, it's basically the same as back then. It's just more outrageous.
The reality is, when a story first breaks, we're not seeing the full picture. And that's why for years now, I have been using today's sponsor, Ground News. So let's quickly give them a shout out before we get into this video. Ground News is a website and an app that lets you see how news stories are being covered all across the political spectrum, from left, right, and center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of the political bias, ownership, and headlines that helps you understand the full story and make sure you're getting both sides. They make it really easy to compare headlines to see how political bias and media ownership can affect the framing of a story. For example, let's check out this story about how Republicans in Congress continue to back Iran war despite the political risk. On the left, you'll see the headlines about this are like, Iran war keeps dashing GOP's midterm hopes. And this is how a right-wing outlet covers the same story. Tucker Carlson claims Israel controls US politics, force Trump into Iran war. Very different focuses here, very different vibes going on here. But my favorite feature of Ground News is definitely the blind spot feature. It shows you news stories that have been covered by one side of the political spectrum and ignored by the other. For example, here is another story about how the Iran war is deeply unpopular with even Trump's voters. 39 sources covered this. 64% were left-wing, and only 14 were right-wing. Right-wing media trying to avoid how even their own fan base are sick of this war. And here's a story about how Ilhan Omar's sister is apparently linked to Minnesota's fraud scandal. 100% of the sources that covered this story are right-wing. No left-wing outlets have covered this story. There are so many examples like this, and Ground News makes it really easy to just...
how much you want to bet if you talk about the daycare fraud going on in California, you're not going to find any left-wing sources talking about that. You already see, they literally created a law against Nick Shirley talking about the fraud going on in California. And also the Minnesota fraud. Yeah.
Lay it all out in the open. I've been using Ground News for years now, and it is one of my favorite apps. Even the Nobel Peace Center recognized Ground News as an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. High praise. Best of all, I am currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. To get the 40% off discount, go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code on screen right here, or click the link in the video description down below to subscribe to their Vantage plan today. Big thank you to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, as always, for not skipping the ad. And now, back to the video. One of the most funny and endearing things that have been happening lately is people will discover my channel and then they'll make reaction videos to my videos, and they'll title them things like, ShoeOnHead is done with the left, ShoeOnHead is finally waking up. And it's like, I've been woken up. Do not cite the anti-woke magic to me, Nuxtaku. I was there when it was written. Before your girl
I was there.
Commie mommy. For better or worse, I was one of the founding fathers of anti-woke content on the internet. I saw this one tweet that was like, the idea there was a woke one is the most jarring to America's moment I've ever had. Really, bitch? I mean, I get it. I would pretend it never happened too. It was very embarrassing, but really, bitch? I was there when Bernie Sanders was talking about unions and has microphones snatched by Black Lives Matter. That was basically the birth of my entire political worldview. In real time. You can't pretend that shit never happened. I was there when a grown-ass scientist was harassed and brought to tears for daring to wear a shirt with like cartoon pinup girls on it. We need Nuremberg trials for all the 2010s. You should legally be forced to wear some kind of patch on you in public to identify you as a woke 1.0 freak. When I saw that tweet, I literally had to stop writing my other video to make this one because I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let these people rewrite history. We're not gonna let you write the history books, okay? Who do you think you are? Ghislaine Maxwell's father? So I'm going to be talking about 4 different videos here.
I know what
Oppression
you mean by
Olympics,
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Social Justice League vs. Gamers, Average is Beautiful, and Questions for Men Answered by Women. I'm not going to be showing the full videos because this video would be 4 hours long.
That's
so if you
alright,
want to
I've
watch
seen all
the
of them
full
already.
videos, the links will be in the description. Thank you. I love you. Bye-bye. So Oppression Olympics was my first cultural political video uploaded July of 2014. 12 years ago. How old were you guys 12 years ago? I am like 60 years old in internet years, like 204 years old in e-girl years. If you have been here, if you have been with me for that long, you deserve like some kind of reparations or something. Like, you have seen some Alright, I am about to watch it. I am so scared. I haven't watched this in years.
Don't be scared, don't worry.
Hey there,
I
pretty
embrace the cringe.
Do you wear heels? Do you wear makeup? Do you want to go on a diet and get thin? Don't do any of those things! Hey, I'm a feminist! That's right, a feminist in 2014 America!
Can my voice even do that anymore? 2014 America! Oh. I can. Okay, never mind. Pretend I didn't do that. Alright, let's go.
What does that mean? That means I want you to stoop down to my level! And that means don't go on a diet, don't wear heels, don't do makeup, don't do your hair, don't try to look pretty. I get cackles all the time and I hate it! I just love—
Yeah, basically, nothing's changed. They're just more obnoxious about it. Yeah, nothing's literally changed from 2014.
blogging about it though, and I love blogging about it on my Tumblr. And shaving? Forget shaving.
Yeah, Tumblr.
Don't shave. This video game character is dressed too sexily. I don't like it. Change it. I'm dressed
Oh shit. That's literally like what's happening with Stellar Blade right now. Oh my god.
too sexily and you don't like it? Stop oppressing me! Did you guys know that rape is bad? Rape is bad! Does anybody know this?
It's bad.
Rape is bad. And if you're not a
Europe
feminist,
that.
you're pro-rape.
Sorry, Europe.
Oh good, it's over.
that-
Oh fuck, she's back!
Feminism in 2014 America is completely pointless. It's just a label that people are putting on themselves to feel special because
Why do I sound so cute? It's just a label people are putting on themselves like, aw, someone protect her, she doesn't know how bad it's gonna get!
it's the special snowflake oppression Olympics.
yeah,
Everyone is in
snowflake.
this
Remember
big race to be the most progressive
And
and
you guys remember the term snowflake, right? I did.
the most open-minded and the most oppressed. It is the strangest thing I have ever seen, and it's like infesting like the internet, and it's starting to seep out into the real world. And like I really don't like it.
So a little lore behind this video before we continue. First of all, Obama was president. Okay, this was before the Trump era. In fact, this was like months before Gamergate even popped off. This is ancient. Some of you don't even remember a time before Trump. Like, Trump is your normal. You don't remember what the political and cultural landscape was like before Trump. That is like crazy to me. Anyway, at this time I was
I think some of you guys weren't around during Obama. I remember being around during George Bush. God, I'm ancient.
like 23, 24, working at a makeup counter in the mall, and I noticed all the people around me were changing. Their personalities were shifting. They were becoming like very unfunny and like offended at everything. It was very weird.
Yeah.
One example that sticks out in my mind for some reason was my friend screamed in my other friend's ear, and my friend was like, "Ah, you're gonna make me go deaf." And then my other friend was like, "That's not funny. My brother's half deaf." I don't know why that one sticks out, but like that was a pivotal moment where I was like, what the fuck is going on? Also, we later found out that her brother was in fact not half deaf, but anyway, the only thing I traced it back to was they all used the same website.
This video is mostly about
Tumblr.
No, God! No!
Yeah.
God, please, no! No!
Yeah, Tumblr was our Reddit back then. So, yeah, I remember this, yeah.
No! No!
Oh my god, is that Big Red? Oh my god, just blast from the past with his face here. This—
I was not expecting I was not expecting her to say what I just said. That was too wild. What the heck? I was thinking like this is like the only person I remember like just having like bright red hair and also like kind of have like a big forehead. Like she's almost sort of have like a big forehead. That's why I was thinking like big red, because I was thinking big forehead and bright red hair. And that's just literally what sticks in my head. I was not expecting she would say that.
woman should get some kind of like compensation for being on so many YouTubers' thumbnails. She was the face of the triggered feminist SJW for years.
Number one, shut the f up for a second. Now, if you would shut the f up for the 50th billionth time.
And then it was this other person. Where are these people nowadays? I wonder what they're up to.
Tumblr is the reason there is just this outbreak and infestation of SJWs, ruining my internets and ruining my real life and just sucking the sense
and they're
of
still
humor
doing
out
it.
of so many people I know.
Tumblr was very popular back then, but there was like some dark evil energy coming from it, and I sensed it. And at the time, that is where I thought all this woke SJW shit was coming from. Little did I know, like, a lot of these people on Tumblr were college kids. All this like rape culture, white supremacist bullshit was coming from the college classroom. And at the time I didn't know. I was just a humble makeup salesman, so I was really confused and I felt like I was going crazy. So I was like, you know what, I'm going—
I remember a very popular internet celebrity would be solely on Tumblr, and his fan base, he had a large fan base over on there. And I'm not gonna say, you know, whose, but I think, but yeah, but also, like, it's not just, like, just a lot of people that would use Tumblr, but also a lot of internet celebrities back then.
To boot up the ShoeOnHead channel. I'm gonna vent and make a video. Nobody's gonna fucking see it. I don't care. As far as I knew, there was no other videos online talking about this subject, so I just filmed it, edited it, uploaded it, and left. Like, I didn't check the comment section, and I didn't even know that Thunderfoot, a YouTuber, shared my video, and that's how it originally blew up. And from there, I found out, oh, there's more people who agree with me. I found like Sargon of Akkad and like the Honey Badgers. It was crazy to feel like, oh, I'm not going insane. Things are changing.
They're all in this big competition to see who could be the most progressive and the most—
Yeah, I remember Sargon the Akkad. I wonder if she's gonna mention, what's that other English dude's name? Oh, I know what his name, Paul Joseph Watson. I wonder if she's gonna mention him.
Tolerant, at the same time being the most annoying and the most intolerant people that I've ever met in my life. It is just a big— it's the oppression Olympics. Labeling yourself as a feminist. Stop it. It is not a movement anymore. You do not need it. Nobody needs it. You have every—
Yeah, nobody needed third wave feminism back then. Like, I guess, yeah, they're not— I don't think they're as efficient nowadays as they were back then. But, yeah. It's been so long since I've actually checked, the whole third wave feminists. But yeah, I don't think they're as prominent as, now as they were then.
Single right that every guy has now. Like, most feminists on the internet just hate men.
Now, if you can believe it, and this might be hard to believe while watching this video, this was transgressive back in the day. This was like crazy to hear online back then, especially coming from a woman. We're saying things like, oh, feminism is doo-doo, and like obvious ass shit, like people have a victim complex these days. that was like sacrilegious. And now it's like nothing. Now it's like
Yeah,
wallpaper. Everyone thinks that. Every day there's like a new racist e-girl popping up and saying the N-word and then falling off a week later. Like if this video came out today, it would get like no views because it's the most basic shit ever.
Yeah.
This video almost got me fired from my job, you know? Like they found out where I worked, they called my boss, they were like, she hates women, like all this stuff. When it first blew up, most of the comments were negative. It was just a bunch of angry women being like, you're a handmaiden of the patriarchy. Like this was before the term pick-me existed. Handmaiden of the patriarchy. That goes kind of hard. Can we bring that back? Okay, so that was the first video. Let's watch another one, shall we? This is called Social Justice League vs. Gamers.
May or may not have noticed, I've been fully immersed in this whole Gamergate thing since it started like 2 months ago.
Gamergate was 2 months ago? Oh my god. For those of you who don't know what Gamergate was, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's not important. Some woman allegedly slept with someone and now the Strait of Hormuz is closed. Things happened in between that, but that's basically the gist of it. Editing Shoe here. I decided to actually put in a brief explanation because genuinely a lot of you might not know. Gamergate kicked off when game devs and game journalists were accused of sleeping with each other for better game reviews. A bunch of journalists then coordinated anti-gamer hit pieces, all coming out around the exact same day, saying things like gamers are dead and focusing on how sexist and white and male gaming spaces were. It was a mess that went on for like 3 years, arguably longer, and many—
Yeah, back then I think like when I thought of Gamergate, I thought of Anita Sarkeesian because like she would be the heart of everything that happened with Gamergate. At least that's what's in my mind. Arthur, I almost remember that name. But yeah, basically when I think of Gamergate, I immediately just think of Anita Sarkeesian, you know, behind all that. But I'm glad to hear more context about it.
People cite it as one of the first major culture wars online. People went to the UN to talk about sexism in gaming. There was even a Law and Order episode about evil sexist gamers.
These guys, they just can't stand women in gaming.
What did they do to you?
They leveled up.
Also, Logan Paul was in that episode for some reason. It was a weird time. Anyway.
Seeing good friends of mine get labeled as misogynist, sexist, racist, only for enjoying video games and seeing through this very obvious agenda pushing 100% no. I honestly could not imagine being so deluded that you actually make yourself believe that all gamers are white, cis males who are worse than ISIS. I'm not even mad, I'm actually like impressed that these people have the ability. They're like champions of mental gymnastics of the oppression Olympics.
SJW logic and facts. Oh my god.
Coming in like, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this. This character doesn't look like me. She's not frumpy and below average. It makes me insecure. Change it. Change this. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't even play that, but I don't like it. There could be a fucking black, Mexican, Chinese, demisexual, lesbian, feminist, other—
Oh yeah, I'm gonna enter a hobby, and if I see something that makes me feel some type of way, you gotta change it, you know, to appease me. And even then, it's not enough, and I'm not gonna support the thing that you changed for me, and and they just keep doing that to every hobby they happen to stumble upon, and yeah, that's basically the gist of it.
In a wheelchair with no legs and shit, and these crybabies would still not be happy.
Oh my god, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. They still do this shit. They still invade nerdy male spaces and force them to cater to them. They're still purposely making female characters like ugly and frumpy. You still can't pan—
and then when they pander to them, they make no money because those same people don't buy those games, and they lose their original fan base, and they just lose everything
to them because they'll never be happy.
Take a look at this.
It's a frightening and disgusting trend in the world of online gaming. Hackers rewriting code to simulate sexual assault.
Sam Meggs stopped playing online over a year ago because of what she calls a misogynistic mentality that already exists in the world of gaming. The graphics are so good, this attack is eerily realistic. Eerily realistic.
Oh, that's sex? I've been doing it wrong? God damn!
Oh my god, I forgot all about the traffic cone. My dad literally stole that traffic cone off the street from me. I was like, Dad, I need a traffic cone for this video I'm doing. He like took it off the street and he's like, here you go. He didn't even like ask what it was for. I was just like, thanks. Like, it's good to have a supportive father in your life. So this one is called Average is Beautiful.
Race together? Wow, how progressive.
Wait, I remember that in real. Oh
my god.
I keep pausing at those awkward moments. But yeah, Race Together. I actually remember that back then. They actually had that at one of my local Starbucks, like where I used to live. That was so wild.
God, Race Together. I forgot all about this. In 2014, Starbucks did this thing called Race Together, where I shit you not. They made baristas write #Race Together on the cups to encourage discussion about race relations with customers.
Oh yeah, let's get rid of race relation like tension by just making awkward conversation about race at Starbucks. Why?
Yeah, I'm so glad a barista, like, okay, I guess I'm lucky because the baristas in my area, they didn't follow that script. They looked me in the eyes and they just knew I'm just there for a drink. I don't give a crap about this, about whatever message they're trying to pass with this. Like, bro, I just want a drink. And they're just working, like, they don't care about that stuff. They just want to do their job, and I just want to go on with my life. We cared nothing about the whole virtue signaling thing.
They were forcing 18-year-old kids to have awkward-ass discussions with strangers about race. Yeah, can I get a tall cappuccino? Ah, yes, hello. I see you are a person of color. What the fuck were they smoking back then?
Yeah, just want to throw that out there. Me personally, don't call me person of color. I am black. I'm a black woman. Do not call me POC. Do not call me person of color. I am black. I hate the whole person of color thing. It's just a term they make to, you know, be anti-white or whatever. Just call me black.
I just imagine some black lady, like, on her way to work, walks into Starbucks, like, oh,
yeah, that's me.
Can I have a latte, please? And the barista just like, I see you are a woman of color.
Oh, don't do that.
I made the same fucking joke. I didn't even remember. That's I did it again. Wow, it's almost like we have the same brain or something.
Listen,
just my frappuccino.
You can like invade video games all you want. You can do whatever you want to comics, but don't touch my Disney. I will send the hounds on you.
Oh, you poor summer child.
God. Nobody tell her. Nobody tell her. Nobody tell her. Weird. This one is called Internalized Misogyny.
If you're a woman capable of individual thought, you've probably had the term internalized misogyny thrown at you a few times. So, what is it exactly?
I haven't.
Retarded. The end.
But then again, I'm black, so okay.
There are so many stupid feminist rebuttals, but I think internalized misogyny has to be like my top favorite. Right after she's doing it for male attention and she'll learn when she's older. She'll learn when she's older, as if one day it's just gonna be like,
Happy birthday to you.
Holy shit! Manspreading is an issue!
I am literally older now than I was meant to be in that skit about the future. And I did not, in fact, learn when I got older. I got worse.
These people have an excuse and a buzzword for everything. Racist, sexist, MRA, right-wing, conservative, privileged.
Oh my god, MRA. I forgot about MRAs. Oh my god. MRAs were men's rights activists, and before people were getting called like incel online for criticizing women or supporting men, they were being called MRA. Yes, it was considered a insult back then to care about men's rights. This was before the modern red pill. This was before Andrew Tate, Clavicular, Fresh and Fit. We had like Roosh V.
For the longest time, I wanted to do a post on how to approach girls that are ordering a drink at the bar. So what I did is I went to the toy store and I bought some dolls. These two are the cute girls who you want to have sex with.
That was our Andrew Tate back then.
MRA, right-wing, conservative, conservative, privilege. They do this to move the goalposts, so then you're like, oh wait, I'm not an MRA. This is why I'm not an MRA.
That's why you don't play the game. Like, I didn't know this at the time. I was naive and stupid. But you don't fight back. You don't go like, oh no, I'm not right wing. I voted for Bernie. I have a gay friend. Like, no. Shut up. No. You just have to go, okay, and even if you're not, because literally all they have is
I think I did that back then too. Because yeah, like people really, you know, were really attacking right wingers, and they were like, oh no, I'm not that. Oh hey, I voted for Obama. I voted for Obama twice. Yeah, at this point, I just no longer care. Like, it's so I hate social pressure. So annoying.
And the isms. Defending yourself from their thought-terminating buzzwords is just, it's useless. It's a waste of time. I wish I knew that back then. So this is my most viewed video ever. 10 million views. Demonetized. Haven't seen a single cent from that video. Awesome. Anyway.
So we all know BuzzFeed is the internet equivalent of ass cancer. We know this, and I'm pretty sure the website is a government experiment created to test my patience.
Is that a Mr. Meeksy shirt? Oh my god, dude. Back when Rick and Morty was funny.
They're known for hits like, let's get fat women to do poses only fit gymnasts can do, being a woman is hard because compliments, and damage control the video. So without further ado, I present to you 36 questions feminists have for men.
Oh yeah, guys, remember BuzzFeed? Are they still around? Yeah, I remember BuzzFeed videos back then.
They were just pumping out videos like this constantly. Every week, another mass-produced, corpo-slop, anti-man, anti-white video.
So
mass
when
disliked.
You see the word white, what comes to mind?
Privilege.
Color.
I think power.
We can never let this happen again. I don't care if Trump blows up the world, okay? They can make Israel a 51st state, as long as I never have to hear,
hey fellow white guys,
ever again.
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
How does it feel to be the same sex as someone I personally politically disagree with? The man is literally Satan to these people. Like, they could have said Hitler. And they basically meant Hitler.
Still do.
Trump is their Hitler. It's very trendy to hate Trump right now.
Oh,
it's still trendy.
I'm pretty left-leaning, but I've been called a Trump supporter like 6 times in the past few months.
6 times? 6 times? Oh, you poor baby. Try 6,000. At the time, the anti-woke, anti-SJW genre was mostly full of liberals. It was mostly liberals criticizing all of this stuff, all of this woke behavior. We all saw this as not real liberalism. This isn't the real left. The real left cares about, like, real equality and workers' rights and blah, 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 blah. We wanted to call our side out. Obviously, that didn't work.
Yeah, no.
But we tried.
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
Men have balls.
Oh my god. Manspreading. One of the top issues people would talk about nonstop back then was men sitting with their legs slightly open on public transportation. It was seen as some like patriarchal like statement of power or some shit. Like every week we had to hear about manspreading.
Manspreading is when a man spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly possible.
Like, what happened to all these little pet issues they were all upset about? I guess like people can't afford houses now, right? They can't find jobs. I don't think they have energy to talk about the pink tax or manspreading or whatever.
Why are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
Wow, this chocolate bar sure is good. But you know what would make it better? Wow, another chocolate bar! 2 of a thing I like, together!
People still come to my channel to this day and leave comments on my videos like, are you the chocolate bar girl? My legacy.
Really? Why do I deserve to be paid less than you?
Oh god, I remember this.
The wage gap is simply the average earnings of men and women working full-time. It does not count for different job positions, hours worked, or different jobs. It has nothing to do with the same job. It has nothing to do with discrimination.
So the reason I have a button that debunks the wage gap is because back in the day you could not escape hearing about the fake-ass 77-cent
they bring
wage
it up
gap
all the time.
I don't think you hear about the wage gap anymore because young women are starting to out-earn young men. So that's a little off.
Especially on Twitch and other streaming platforms. So yeah, they can't use that anymore.
Awkward.
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex?
Because on average, we are. It's a fact. Trigger warning. Facts.
Libs around. Trigger warning, facts. Okay, Ben Shapiro, calm down. I thought that was such a mic drop.
Are you intimidated by a woman who makes more money than you? That's awesome. More money.
So when women make less, it's called the wage gap. But when men make less, it's just more money. Sorry, I'm like responding to the old video instead of my video. I forget how stupid these talking points were, dude. And sorry, I'm just watching these videos. I'm thinking about all the fucking people on Reddit who are like, ShoeOnHead sent me down the alt-right pipeline. Really? This is what did it? How the fuck is it my
Yeah, it's not just Shoe. It's actually a combination of people I watch that kind of walk me down. Yeah, actually, I have to like list 10 other creators that actually kind of walk me down the, you know, say the right-wing pipeline. I'll have to put it in the comments section. Like, I will literally write down like 10 other streamers that I've watched back then that kind of walked me down there. Yeah, I have to actually share my political history in a future stream. But yeah, I want to at least like share a bunch of, you know, streamers that helped me acknowledge like the culture war and helped me open my eyes to things that I've never really paid attention to until I discovered them.
Responsibility. If you watch milquetoast ass shit like this and start goose stepping, I went down the alt-right pipeline. I was a Nazi. First of all, no, you weren't. No, you weren't. You probably watched some Ben Shapiro owns college liberal compilations, and then some other YouTuber years later told you that's what.
Yeah, I used to. Yeah, like Ben Shapiro back during his facts don't care about your feelings era. I don't know what happened with current Ben Shapiro. I don't know what's going on with current Ben Shapiro, but you know, Ben Shapiro back then, you know, he actually had a lot of good points that, you know, address the culture war as well.
What being a Nazi is, and that actually having the politics of a Walmart HR department is salvation. Like, can we fucking relax? I'm sorry, I don't understand the YouTubers and streamers from this era who have like trolls remorse about this shit, that feel guilty for making fun of this stuff back then because they think them making fun of this stuff gave rise to Trump and whatever. It's like, no, this stuff gave rise to Trump, not you reacting to it. Like, why wouldn't you make fun of this shit? It's ridiculous and it's counterproductive. Like, you wonder why so many Gen Z men are further right than like boomer men. It's not because they watched a YouTuber called BuzzFeed cringe, right? It's because BuzzFeed and things like it, the media, academia, the culture that they grew up in, a reactionary movement needs something to react to. Like, this shit, as goofy as it was harmful. It was harmful to society in general, and it was harmful to like the left because this is how people saw the left. Trump wasn't elected specifically because BuzzFeed, right? Like, that's stupid. But there was this like slingshot effect against woke one. But more importantly, there was a hole in politics left from a—
It's really sad that after 10 years, they still don't see that.
Do-nothing neoliberal neocon establishment that was just waiting to be filled by a populist, and Trump filled that hole. Trump filled America's hole, he got America pregnant, and 9 months later, out pops a war with Iran. And America's like, I didn't ask for this. Well, why'd you open your legs, whore? Sorry. You were asking for it. Okay. Sorry.
Trump got America pregnant and then gave birth to a war in Iran. Oh, that was too good.
Anyway, now people online are like, oh, woke 2 is gonna be great. Woke 2 is gonna hit like crack.
If you thought we were woke before, you done went and woke the beast.
Lord help
Welcome to Woke 2.0.
Do you want Hitler too? Because that's how you get Hitler too. We are not doing this shit again. I would kindly advise against it. If you look at everything happening now, like literal running the world, bills being passed to merge our military with foreign militaries, a bunch of AI surveillance cameras popping up everywhere, bombs we pay for with our tax dollars against our will going to blow up children. All of this shit seems extremely petty and unimportant. But it was—
Yeah, they're using AI to scan basically everything. Like, you know, YouTube has an AI thing, you know, a whole AI system, like a whole AI system. And I've also heard that, email or something, they're using AI to scan our emails now? But that's a whole other tangent I want to discuss later.
As part of this like deeply subversive, destructive rot in society. I used to always say that culture war was a distraction from class war, and for the most part I still kind of think that's true, but I can walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, you know? I could want the rich to pay their fair share and also want my children to grow up in a world where it's not socially acceptable to hate them. Yeah, these videos were a little cringe and like, I don't think they aged that poorly. Some of the jokes were really cringe and like
still good.
facts and logic liberals pretty much do the same videos, but now they're more like organized and structural and scripted. I do the same videos but in a more medicated sort of way. Big Vivans has taken away your millennial quirk chunguses. Big Pharma won't let me go merp. So that was that video. I thought it would be fun to do. What did you guys think? If you want to see my full, raw, unedited reaction to my first video, there is a bonus video up on my Patreon right now, link down below. What the fuck? Also, all Patreon members get every single video a day early, uncensored, no bleeps. I'm also doing Patreon-only live streams now, so I would love to see you guys there. Lots of stuff going on. Link down below. Join today. We want you. Join the Shoe Simps. Join the SS today. Also, a big thank you again to today's sponsor, Ground News. Go check them out. Link down below. And I will see you guys with a new video. Bye!
Love Shoe. Yeah, definitely go check her out if you haven't already, and please subscribe. Yeah, I love watching Shoe. Another classic as usual. Yeah. Been over a decade and nothing's changed. Very, very sad.